What's good, everybody? It's your boy Rondre3000, and I haven't done one of these in a while. It's going to be a critique of my own gameplay. This is some 2v2 MLG variant capture the flag on Havana. Going to give you a little bit of insight into my thought process and kind of lead you to what I was thinking when I make certain decisions. Some of them are right, some of them are wrong, but we'll get into them, and hopefully I can help some of you guys make more correct decisions. I like to throw an opening nade over there to Bar Alley. Sometimes you get lucky with a double. My teammate hits the police cruiser right in front of Bar. That's another place people like to, post up. But as my buddy gets taken out in bottom red, I have to head back here for the cutoff at Fountains. Now, if you watch carefully, you'll see somebody run right through Fountains. There he was. My teammate respawns. And unfortunately, we're a little packed right here, so I'm going to try and hit bottom yellow and push forward. Now, normally what you want to do is pull when you have numbers. That means when you have more teammates than the other team does. And unfortunately, I can't place where Dustin's shooting me from right here, and I'm taken out. Now, I prefer doubles to 4v4s because situational awareness with less targets is obviously easier, but right here I make a really bad decision. Now, their flag carrier is stuck right there in Bar Alley. Why I pushed over here to the left side of the bar, I have no idea. I had Gary right here on the front side of Bar, so he couldn't come through there. We could have essentially trapped him right there. Instead, I played Ring Around the Rosies with him and allow that team to get a flag cap. Really bad decision making on my part. Now, this is being recorded live, so you're going to see me check the scoreboard quite a few times. I'm not doing this because I'm vain and I want to see how well I'm doing or how poorly I'm doing. What I'm trying to do is check when my teammate respawns and when the enemy is respawning. It's also a good idea if you're near the flag, you go ahead and hit select to make sure that you guys have numbers. Right here, I just got caught with my pants down. I had one enemy shooting me from the middle of the street and the other one was in bottom red. I didn't even see him till the kill cam. Anyways, again, both Gary and I are over at Fountains, and we kind of want to spread out a little bit. As my buddy Treesky would say, competitive CTF is really all about map control, and unfortunately, Gary and I just never really get it going here. Wow, that's a banister jump fail right there. Unfortunately, you're going to see that again. Now, right here is where we're going to try and establish a little bit of map control. Gary pulls flag, and I thought he was going to come back yellow. But Dustin was over there camping their flag. I'm going to come back out here and try to push up and get anybody coming for the cutoff. Also, I know that they've pulled our flag. And right here, Two Colt's going to pull a really smart move. He throws a flash and a Semtex over there when he sees the hit marker. And that, wow, that's a really clutch move on his part. I don't know if his partner had called me out as being right under there. They'll banish their fail number 2. Sorry about that, guys. Right now we get a little bit frustrated. You're going to see me looking in that corner where that round planter is. That's a major spawn, and since I'm over here in their secondary spawn right there, back Bar Alley, there's really only one other place that they can spawn, so that's why you're going to see me look back there quite a bit. My teammate isn't up from respawn yet, so that's why I'm not immediately going to pull.
The enemy has taken our flag. Enemy flag acquired.
That's Dustin camping their flag. Dustin and Two Cold kind of played this game a little different than I would have thought, which is not to say anything bad about the way they played it. It just was a little bit different and not necessarily what I was expecting. Normally, what you see in MLG variant Scrim or something like this is you don't normally have one person camping in spawn and one person playing objective. What usually happens is one person, they both will rotate. Both will push forward within the map. When one person winds up pulling, the other person will get cutoffs. And that's just kind of what I was expecting, not necessarily what happened, and it kind of threw me off. So Gary gets taken out there in bar, and I'm thinking, well, the round's almost over. I'm not going to be able to make it over there, so that's why I turned around. I was hoping I could get another kill there.
We lost that round, but it's not over yet.
That's the end of round one. Unfortunately, we're down 2-0. Start of round two, Gary and I are actually pretty surprised. We didn't think we'd play that bad in CTF. Both of us enjoy CTF a lot. I like to throw an opening nade over here to fountains. And if you can see there, you see somebody's head poking up there right by the fountains. So I know there's only one or two ways it can come out, either right there or through the restaurant back here. Make a smart decision there and pick one off. Gary's pushed up through, I believe, bottom yellow. And now he's setting up for a pull. I tell him go for it. I'm going to go ahead and watch their secondary spawn for the guy that I just shot. There he is right there running into bottom yellow. And I thought he was shooting at me, so I do a halo jump through the doorway. Unfortunately, Gary gets taken out by Dustin, who's over by back artillery. I try to throw a stun there to catch him off guard, but no hit markers, and my halo jump here doesn't work. Not Gary, I'm sorry. Dustin is just quicker on the trigger right there.
They have our flag.
So normally I would expect them to pull through bottom yellow. Too Cold pulls through this back building here, and that was kind of strange, I thought, considering that our main spawn is right there. So now I'm going to go ahead and push middle again. Let Gary set up for a pull. And Too Cold comes out of this spawn really quickly. I wasn't expecting him to be there that fast. Got kind of lucky that I was able to turn and shoot. Again, Dustin takes out Gary back at artillery. This time my halo jump works though. So at this time, let's see here. Too Cold is back up, Dustin's down. We have numbers, I thought, so I was just going to go ahead and pull.
The enemy has taken our flag.
So now I'm telling my teammate, I'm coming back red. He yells out that they're pulling through the middle of the street, and there's Too Cold. It will take him out. Here's a bad decision by me. I run in front of that bus. If I had run behind the bus, I might have been able to get that cap. Luckily, Gary's able to pick up the cap, or pick up the flag that I dropped, and we're going to get a cap right there.
Capture the enemy flag.
Able to take out Too Cold in the middle of the street there. And I'm going to push back up to the middle map.
They dropped our flag.
Since I'm over here in their secondary spawn, they're going to be spawning over at fountains. I'm thinking that Dustin's probably still back there at artillery. He's actually pushed through the building. I'm not exactly sure what that call out is. But with one down, I'm figuring go ahead and run it. Threw that flash right there just in case Too Cold was running through the middle of the street. Do a dolphin dive here. And now we're up 2-0. Watching that door there because normally that's where they do the cutoff. But Dustin comes through bar alley. Wasn't expecting that one. Since I spawned there at that circle planter, someone's probably going through back yellow or bar alley. And I can see him coming up to the truck. Get a long shot there.
Our flag has been returned.
Now it kind of feels like we got a little bit of relay going. Since Gary had pulled through fountains right there, I turned back at the what should have been their secondary spawn. Unfortunately, it was at the wrong minute, and it looked like both players on their team spawned fountains when he was in it. So that was a big surprise for me. Gary's behind me. I'm telling him I want to get the cutoffs once more. Pull behind me. And it works. It'll hit Dustin right there. Put a couple good shots on Too Cold right there. And we're going to try and run one more flag back. Thought they should have been spawning over the Revolution, running back towards their flag. One is, but Dustin made his way back to artillery once more. And it looks like this round is just about over. So with MLG variant rules, it doesn't matter how many flags you capture in a round, as long as you win the round. So normally I believe, let's see, with 3 flags capped in the second round and they capped 2 flags the first round, you would think that we would have the win with more flags capped. But they go by round wins, so now this is overtime, and it's sudden death. So whoever caps the first flag wins. Gary and I both push to fountains. I'm going to go ahead and lead. And right here was pretty surprising. Both players on the other team are playing defense. And now that I think about it, it wasn't necessarily a bad move. If they could put us both on respawn delay, their objective player can push forward through the map and pull, while the defensive player gets set up at mid-map, and it's almost a free pull. They could bring it all the way home. Gary pulls. I start looking through to their spawn, and I was correct in that their guy was going to spawn at Revolution Wall. Unfortunately, I turned at the wrong time. I tell Gary pull behind me. Dustin's in the middle of the street there. We get kind of caught in a jam here. Gary dips really good right here, and I'm able to nail Dustin. Right here is a bad move. With one of my teammates, or my only teammate, on respawn delay, what I should have did was just pull this flag to our back corner and let my teammate respawn. I get aggressive here thinking I can take out Too Cold. I let them get a return, and now they've got their flag as well, and he can pull all the way back to their side without a whole lot of resistance. He gets caught up here in top yellow. I see him up there, and I'm able to get a flag return. Unfortunately, I also catch a death there as Dustin respawns over by Revolution Wall. And it's back to 0-0 where we all started. So I'm watching mid-map to see if anybody's going to start crossing the street. I hear the gunfire and see the red dots on the mini-map. Know that somebody's right back there. I turn around and throw a flash in there. And unfortunately, both players have pushed up pretty far, so I'm just kind of caught in a jam there. I had one above me, and obviously Too Cold right there pulling flag, so not the best situation. Really lucky right there that Gary put shots at him and I'm able to get a return. So now I'm thinking here, okay, let's set up for a pull through back red. Telling Gary push up mid-map. Throw a stun check back there in case Dustin's camping once again. And it looks pretty clear. Unfortunately, when I pull is when Gary gets taken out. So I don't have a whole lot of support for my flag, I guess you call it route, back here. But I see them come up through respawn, coming through our main spawn, so that means that they're going to be going through bar alley or back yellow. So I tell them, hey, I'm going to pull back to the bus. And again, that's the second time I tried to pull that flag in front of the bus. If I had gone behind the bus, I probably would have been able to get there. And here I just get caught between two enemies, and it's not good. Here I'm telling Gary, hey, just stay alive, because they have numbers right now, and if he goes down, it's going to be a free flag return for them. Luckily, I'm able to get a cutoff there, but Dustin kills me. And we've got less than 50 seconds till the end of the round, and we are both starting to play on tilt. Again, we want to pull through back red on this side. I'm watching mid-map. Not really. Oh, man. That was just, see that? Now that's a good setup right there. You had one pulling flag, one mid-map. He takes out me, who's also mid-map. And right here now they have numbers, because my teammate's down. They get a flag return and a flag cap, and that was a very disappointing loss on our part. So congrats to Dustin Will Kill and In Your Spawn. We'll be back for sure. If any viewers out there would like to actually do a friendly scrim against me and Gary, we're always up for it. We both have Xboxes and PS3s, so we can scrim on either console. Thanks for watching. If you have GB experience and would like to offer up some friendly criticisms, please do. Again, I said friendly criticisms. If you start acting like an asshole, not only will I delete your comments, but I will block you. So thanks, guys. Peace out.